Hey, what's up, YouTube? Comic Freak Live here. I know it's been like a year and a half since I've uploaded one of these videos of me just talking to the camera, and like forever since I've just made a video of me of anything. So here I am since I uploaded like 2 concert videos in July, and March was like the last video I actually made that was Yu-Gi-Oh related. Um, but I was just sitting here doing nothing, and I was like, hey, I'll just make a video and see if anyone still subscribed to me. All the homies from SoCal. If any of you guys watch it, I'll see you at YCS Anaheim. So I decided I'm just gonna make a video, kind of talk about Metalfoes, Metalfoes, Metalfoes. That's the deck I'm gonna be playing with this YCS. I'm still kind of tinkering with it. Thanksgiving Thursday, and I've been trying to find people to play test with, but everyone's busy. And I have tomorrow, which is Tuesday, off from school, so I'm gonna try to go to locals and just find anyone that's playing and just try to practice as much as I can with anything, honestly. Um, so I literally built this deck last Saturday, and was it last Saturday? No, it was 2 Saturdays ago. I literally made it that day, and I played in a locals that Sunday, and there was like 20 some people in the tournament, and I made it to top four, and then the store had to close, so we had to split a top four. But it was my first time in playing this deck and not playing Yu-Gi-Oh in literally like 3 months, and I made top four. So the deck is pretty good, even if you haven't played it super long, so long as you kind of get the basic idea, like playing test hands and stuff. So I definitely think it's probably the best or one of the best decks. Like this ABC, um, like those are the two decks. Like I would not play a deck that's not one of those two decks. Dark Worlds came out literally like the Dark World cards like last Friday. I'm actually kind of scared that people might play that, but I'll get into that later. This video is just gonna be talking about this deck and kind of my ideas. Um, Probably no one's gonna watch this video, honestly, but I'm just like talking to myself. That's pretty much why I'm here anyway. I am a big narcissist. Deal with it. No, not really, but anyway. So yeah. So Metalfoes, if you haven't seen them, they're pretty much a bunch of like pendulum normal monsters. I haven't seen them. I have my deck in front of me, and I'll refer to cards and I want to talk about them. But Metalfoes, they're pretty much a bunch of normal pendulum monsters, except for the new one, the Bismugear. It's actually an effect. It's actually a pretty good effect, but you just run them and they pop. They pop face-up cards to let you set Metalfoes spell or traps. And the Metalfoes spells are pretty much fusion spells. There's the normal fusion, which is amazing because you get fusion, and then once per turn you can shuffle back to the deck to draw free cards. So it's like a free fusion. And then they have the quick play fusion, which is the same thing except you can't shuffle it back in the deck to draw a card, but it's a quick play, and you can fusion Metalfoes. And originally people were playing one Metalfoe fusion, but a lot of people started playing two. And Billy Break uploaded a deck list that was a little bit different, which I'm not going to play it like him, but I saw a lot of people play the spell and just playing it literally two locals. Seeing that's definitely what I want to play, and I've been playing test hands, and hopefully this tomorrow and maybe Friday before the event I get some play test with it. But I definitely am pretty sure that running two of those spells is definitely the way to go. A lot of people are cutting the Metalfoe counter to 1 or 0. Right now, what I've changed it to 1. Like sometimes it's good because if you're playing like grindy matchups, to have them in the graveyard and be able to banish them to add from your extra deck definitely is really good. But a lot of this format, I feel is like a lot of people want to go first. This deck honestly doesn't care. Obviously, it's still always better to go first, I think, but both ones are equally good. So that's one advantage I think I like this deck better than the ABCs or any other decks, is that going first or second really doesn't matter. It's pretty consistent. Like you very rarely, especially if you build your deck right, and even if you don't build your deck right, like I'm running 44 cards, and like I didn't even think, like I copied a deck list and changed a couple of cards, and I've been doing like, a couple of tournaments in the playtest, and I'm fine. Like I very rarely, unless I draw like three painful decision or something like that. It's honestly like I've been super lucky with this deck. I don't even know what it is. Like I'll in tournaments I'll play like a Pot of Desire, and like all the cards I banish are all like Gofus and stuff. Like after I've gone my first turn to where I don't want to draw those anymore. Really, and never like banishing like the fusions that you want. It's just like I'll even like Pot of Desires and draw another Pot of Desires, but I'll be okay with it because the other card makes up for the Pot of Desires, and the next turn I get another 2 free cards. Like anyone that runs, like if you're running more than 40 cards and you're only running 2 Pot of Desires, like what is wrong with you? Like 3 Pot of Desires is just like the amount of times, unless you're just like super unlucky, and even then, like the amount of times that you draw it to like draw cards compared to the times that you don't draw it if you're running 2, or where you're playing 3 and you draw into 2 more or 1 more, or you banish stuff, like the few times that happens doesn't compare to how good it is to have that better chance to draw it because you're running 3 of them. So honestly, a lot of people, like some decks, maybe it's not as good to like banish stuff, but like the point of the card is to draw cards. Like why would you not want to run more of the card that lets you draw cards, regardless of the how many banish? So that's my idea on that card. I'm running the Ariadne version solely for the purpose that I played it for 2 weeks and it's been good for me. Like ABC and Mermaid, I play like Twin Twister my stuff sometimes. But even then, it's just nice to have it. Besides, like in case I need it to have traps as backup, and then you can side them out, the Ariadnes and the traps, the Psalms and the warning for a side. It makes it easy to side going second. So like that's nice. So it's kind of just easy for me, especially when I'm playing the YCS. But in the future, if I play it and have more time to play test with the builds without it, or whatever, and I like it better, then I'll do that. But for now, that's just what I'm going to run because it's been good so far, and it's like I said, lazy deck building. But that's the pretty much the format with Pot of Desires. And not running Rescue Rabbit because like Rescue Rabbit, like they were like, oh, it's like 2 free monsters, but the Rescue Rabbit's not like a scale that you can't play the scale, which is usually what you want. And like if you draw a late game and you banish stuff with Desires, it's not always good. It's just like a dead card. I mean, yeah, you can fusion with it sometimes, but and what I've seen is like I just don't run that card. Let's see what else. Gofu, like I just can never draw this card. Like when I'm in tournament, the 2 tournaments I played in, I just like never draw this card. But it's still really good. I've never had a problem where I've drawn like 2 or 3. And even if you do, like you can still use it. Let's see what else. If someone only runs 2 of the Bismugear, like what are you doing? Run 3. Let's see. There's other builds where Dimension. Let's see. Kieran's just insane. If you want to side against Metalfoes, side the Kaijus. Like a lot of like, it's happened like once or twice. They just Kaiju'd my. I was like, oh yeah, Magic Spectre Kieran, like I'm good, and the Kaiju, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm at a pretty big disadvantage now. If they have like a better hand to deal with it, now that they have the Kaiju. So there's that. Let's see what else. Looking through my deck. Solemn Strike's been good, decent so far. I mean, it sucks if they Twin Twister it, but like you get them for free off the Ariadne. So, and the Ariadne is like level 4, so it usually works out. The 1 counter, so I cut it down. I replaced the 1 counter. I did 2 counters. One of the counters with another, the instant the quick play fusion. And in my test hands, like it's been pretty good so far. So. I mean, that's how I would run it. And my deck's at 44 cards right now. Honestly, like, what would you cut? Like, I'm thinking, like, what would I cut to make it 40 cards? Like, maybe run it to 2 painful decisions, because sometimes you draw 2 and you don't want it to set up or whatever. But in the games I've played, I've drawn 2 painful decision tournament. Like, I'll just play 1, get that monster, and then next turn I'll play another one. It's usually not, like, bad enough to where it makes me lose because I won this card that I can use that turn. So that's what I found playing that. So I'm just going to keep it at 3. And because, like I said, lazy deck building because of Pot of Desires. It just lets you be able to play 2, especially with my luck. Seem to have pretty decent luck with Pot Desires. Archimate Centric's really good. Like you can pop your own combination, which is pretty cool, and it's just like really good against back row, and it outs a lot of stuff like summon, get rid of Vanity's Fiend or Christia, which is pretty cool. So like honestly, Archimate Centric's definitely really good. But yeah, like the main reasons I'm playing this deck instead of ABC is because it's more consistent. I feel like more people are playing ABC, and I'd have to play a lot of mirror matches. I don't know. Metalfoes kind of fit on me. Because those are my basic things. For the extra deck, I'm running the build with Tzolk'in and Crystal Wing. I like it. Like I said, I haven't played enough to really know, but from the 2 tournaments I've done well in, it's been good. And I played my friend Gabe ABCs in like the top 8 of that one tournament, and I won the match, and he was like, "You're the first time I've lost a Metalfoes in the match." I was like, "Well, that's pretty cool." I did draw well, but he drew well good too, so I definitely like this deck over it, and the way I'm playing it seems good enough. Like I said, maybe change a couple of cards, like the second quick play fusion for instead of that other trap. Mainly because like the trap, if you draw it, you can't use it, whereas like the quick play spell, you can use it like that turn too if you really need to. So, and then for the extra deck, I have the one adamantine. You use it for the Tzolk'in play, and then sometimes you can do it with the combination and bring back like a monster. And then the Orichalc is to, like, if they put stuff in defense, like they have those Paleozoic traps, and it just like kill them by making your guys pierce. So you got to run at least one of those. There's Alcahest, which is like the new one from the new set. Pretty good. A lot of people are running 2, and I think I'm going to put a second one in. But most of the people I've heard, they ran 2, but they really only ever went into 1. But the extra deck I found, I've taken stuff out that I haven't really run. And the extra deck, like I said, is kind of up in the air. So probably run 2 Alcahest. I'm running 3 Mithrilium, because there's a lot of times when you need the third one to shuffle the other 2 back in. So I'm definitely going to run 3 of those, and then obviously the Tzolk'in and the Crystal Wing. That's that. And then I run Ignister, because you run the Lesser Pendulum, and Void Ogre. And then I think I'm going to borrow a side blocker, or not side blocker, Psylord 5-3 Lord Omega, because it's like $55 and I didn't really want to buy it. So if I can borrow one, I'll run it. If not, I just won't run it. That's what I played. Like, it's good, but like, I don't need to go into it. And Void Ogre Dragon's been good when I've played, because you can like set your stuff. And then I have the Utopia and Utopia Lightning and Break Sword, and I had Castell in here, but like Mithrilium pretty much does the same thing, except it doesn't shuffle it back to the deck, but it does like what you want it to do, and you don't have to like use 2 level 4s that you don't get in your extra deck depending on, again, I've never really seen it come up where I wanted to summon Castell because I played, so I cut that, and that's what I'm going to use to put most likely the Omega, and have that Alcahest. And like I said, if I find out I want to Alcahest, then and there's the new dragon, the level 9 Synchro Dragon. Like it probably comes up, but I haven't found where I've needed it, so I didn't like run it. So that's another option I'm considering, but I think it's all like, it doesn't really matter. It's just preference pretty much. And if, like I said, if I play test it, and then for the side deck's where it really gets cool. I run 3 side blocker. You definitely want to run 3 of these. Like, this card is so good. It's an out to everything. Like, it's an out to anti-spell. It's an out to Vanity's Fiend or Christia for that new deck. It's an out to like Solemn Strike. Just summon it. Solemn Strike. Just if you want to stop them from using a card until your next turn, you run 3 of those. I'm running 2 Maxi. It's just good against a lot of things going second. I haven't. I need to get Retaliating Seas. There's a common. Run 2 or 3 of those maybe. It's really good. It's good against Mirror Match. It's good against if you if you play against like Lightsworn, the Lightsworn deck, I'm sure a couple people are going to be playing that deck. I think it would be good in Paleozoic against Paleozoics because all their traps get banished. It's good. It would probably be good against ABC, although wouldn't run against ABC because I already have side blockers for the anti-spells and system downs, which are good enough. And then I probably will put a Regeki in there for Dark Lords, and Blue Eyes and Mirror. Let's see what else. One Kaiju for against like totally awesome decks, and let's see what else, like Rogue and the Mirror Match, because if you go over their Kieran or their Fusion, they're kind of just like, well, crap. 3 System Down because this card's just like the best against ABCs. And then 3 Cosmic Cyclone because like it's good against stuff that you want to banish there. It's good as it's just like MST, but it banishes it and you have to pay 1,000 instead, which usually doesn't come up. It's not like Cosmos where you're spending all your life points. So usually it doesn't come up. And like if you banish the Mirror Match and you banish their Metalfoes Fusion, like it puts them at a big disadvantage. So that comes up. So that's pretty much the side deck, I think. So overall, I think honestly that this is the best. This would be the best deck. The reason I think ABC has been doing a little bit, there's been more ABC players, is because just more people play ABC than Metalfoes. I think that's slowly changing. I'm starting to see a lot more people play Metalfoes instead of ABCs because it's like more consistent and stuff. And then, like I said, there's Mermails, which I played against, were pretty good. Paleozoics I haven't played against yet. I think they're good, but I feel like I've heard that Metalfoes have a good matchup against them. Blue Eyes, which I also haven't played against, which can make good boards, which the Kaiju comes in and some other things. And like the totally awesome hero decks and like anti-meta. Like I've played against those decks and I haven't, like, they haven't been a problem. Like I'll have a bunch of scales and I'll just scale and then they'll negate one and then I'll like have the rest. It's just like negate scale. I'm like, all right, cool. Because they have a totally awesome and that's really it. So it doesn't feel like it's that great. Like I haven't played against the hero deck yet. But like I said, the Kaiju would be good against that. The Retaliating Sea would be good against that. Side blocker would be good against that. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like the side deck is just really good in this game, in this deck too. So that's pretty much my thoughts on this deck. And I'll be playing at YCS Anaheim, which is this weekend, because I live like 25 minutes away. So I'm glad that I'm making this video again. I don't know if I'll make more videos, but give it a like if you're still subscribed and you still see this in my newsfeed. Like, you're my favorite. If you're a friend that you know me, make sure to say hi to Anaheim. I'll say hi back. And thanks a lot for you guys that are still with me. I wouldn't be still with me because I haven't uploaded a video in like forever, but this was for fun. And if you got something out of this video, just comment below what your thoughts are about Metalfoes or just the format in general. And that's pretty much it. Stay tuned, hopefully, for more videos. If not, thanks for watching. It's Comfort of Life. Keep it real. Signing out.